ripping up the rulebook with this possible evolution that's happening. These are the best science and sci-fi picks to watch in January. Number 5 is Wild London. This David Attenborough documentary highlights the surprising creatures living alongside 9 million Londoners. So for instance, 70 years ago, peregrine falcons were nearly extinct in Britain, but now there are over 50 pairs nesting in London alone, including on the Houses of Parliament, which hopefully isn't too much of a bad influence on them. The documentary is full of success stories like this one, but it also talks about the detrimental impact that humans have on nature in London. Things like cars squashing toads and our pets attacking deer. This film inspired me to think a bit more about the non-human life around me, and it could do the same for you, whether that's by being a responsible pet owner or adding a hedgehog tunnel to your garden. Number 4 is Star Trek Starfleet Academy. This is a new TV series set in the 32nd century, so the same sort of time as Star Trek Discovery. It's pitched as this kind of young adult take on Star Trek, and I'm kind of intrigued to see whether that's going to work. I think it will. And it follows a new class of Starfleet cadets as they train to become officers while, you know, falling in love, making friends, and becoming rivals. Number 3 is 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. So this is the sequel to last year's 28 Years Later. That film showed us what happened to the UK decades after something called the Rage virus was released, which causes people to sort of rabidly attack each other. The Bone Temple picks up with our teenage hero Spike, who has fallen in with this gang called the Jimmies, and also with Dr. Kelson, who seems to think the infected are reaching a kind of higher level of consciousness. I think it's so cool and so brave that the team behind the Bone Temple are taking something as iconic as the original 28 Days Later, and they're kind of ripping up the rulebook with this possible evolution that's happening. Number 2 is The Beauty, in this new series from Ryan Murphy, who's the creator of some terrifying shows like Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, and Glee. The Beauty sees 2 FBI agents investigating these gruesome deaths in the world of high fashion, only to learn that there's a sexually transmitted virus going around that's turning ordinary people into gorgeous supermodels. Oh, the horror, I hear you say, but the catch is that there are some pretty horrific physical side effects that go along with it. You might be thinking that that sounds like another recommendation I've made in the past, The Substance, which was a hugely popular body horror film, but this is actually an adaptation of a cult graphic novel with a lot of fans, so I'm kind of excited to see what this series does with that. And at number 1 we have H is for Hawk, a film adaptation of a true story. Helen MacDonald, played here by Claire Foy, spent a year training a Eurasian goshawk, which are notoriously tricky to handle, in the year after their father died to cope with the loss. MacDonald's father was a photographer who valued spending time in nature, so I think this film is going to be a really sensitive, beautiful piece about grief and the value of caring for living things. It's like the Christian Slater of Wales at one point. He's amazing. He's the only character I'm invested in, but anyway.